Hey, by the way, what'd you think of my vlog yesterday? I think that's something I can consistently do. I'll obviously won't be showing you my morning routine every day, so I'll try and switch it up and show you different parts of the day and parts of business and what I have to deal with and things like that. But I think I could consistently do these kind of vlogs. Now that I've had the ramp rack for a few, months, I've had some people ask me which one I like better, the ramp rack or the custom beds. Well, first of all, let me just say all I've done so far with the ramp rack was we added those pipes or tubes to go into the blowers to keep them kind of in the same area. We had them laying on those little makeshift platforms that we have there. The problem is if we turn really fast, they pop out. So we added those tubes to keep them from doing that. I don't love the rack inside, but I couldn't figure out how to do it on the outside. I need to watch some more videos and figure that out. We have this bar here to keep the mowers from moving, and it works great. And that gives us all this space for grass. The problem is, so here's where I have my issue. So, by the way, the ramp rack, the simplicity to put it together is like insanely easy when you compare it to, having to custom build these things, which I've never done, but I've paid somebody to do it one time. We've built one that's a lot less intricate than this. We did it for the garden crew, and that's pretty cool. We're still using it and everything's great. But these take time to build, whereas the ramp rack, you literally can do that on a Saturday and it's done, like, in a few hours even. So, but here's where the custom beds take over, in my opinion, is it has this space here for grass where, this is going to be pretty heavy, but you can lift it up. That gate opens over there and you can just dump the grass out. If we could figure out a way to do that on the ramp rack would kill. It'd be way better than these. So as of now, I like the custom beds better because you can fit a grandstand and a mower out side by side. Now, to be fair, we've never tried putting a grandstand on the ramp rack yet because we haven't really had to use it. Actually, that's a lie. We used it one time while one of these guys' trucks was in the shop, and it just happened to be this guy's day off, so we used that. But, it was kind of like a quick thing. We didn't really set it up in a way that we can, see how it would be with a grandstand and a little mower in the best possible spot. We just kind of said, here are the keys, let's go. And you know what I mean? So because of that, I'm still kind of like not sure. I like how when you use the grandstand, you put it away, and if you need the mower, you just grab it. It's like none of them are in the way of each other. So that's the only thing that I haven't tried out yet. So to be fair, I'm not really giving you my exact review on which one is better, the ramp rack or the custom beds. But as of right now, I'm picking the custom beds because of the grass dumping. So while we're on the subject of grass, I like to check these every morning to see how much grass is in there, to see if I need to dump these. So this guy has a pretty decent route today, and he's about, almost halfway full of grass. So I'm gonna dump that for him. This one over here, this is pretty low. He bags a lot. So I may empty that out if I have time, which I probably will. Looks like this one over here, he didn't bag anything yesterday. That's how it should be, but you never know. I mean, they want their yards to look good, so if they've got a bag, that's their prerogative. And this one, again, he hardly uses it. So one of my pet peeves is when they use this grass catcher place for like storage. I hate that. It's not meant for that. Because they do this when they fill up a lot of grass, sometimes these things are buried, and I hate seeing that. But I've asked them over and over again, multiple times. He just won't change. And so one of the things I'm doing next year, I'm not going to implement it this year because I like to give people time to understand what's happening. But next year, I'm going to take out, which you're probably thinking, why didn't you do it this year? Why didn't you do that? But any equipment that breaks or needs to get maintained because of the way it's stored or because of the way they use it, I'm taking it out of their budgeted hours. But I'm going to do that next year because I got to give them time to process that. And so that when I finally do it next year, they're not going to be like caught off guard. But that's the kind of thing that I feel like needs to be, dinged on them. But until then, it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those pet peeves of mine. So one of the mow guys got here really fast and he left. This other one that's not here, he actually has he lives really far south, and his route is really far south on Mondays, so he just takes his truck home on Monday nights, because it's a big list. And so when he finishes his route, he's very close to his house, so he just goes home. It's funny, I've been asking, I haven't been asking him, but I mentioned that to him a few times. I'm like, hey dude, you just take your truck home. And he was like, no, it's all good. And then one day he did it, and now he does it every week. And I don't mind, that's good. So he just called me, or just texted me, that his list is not appearing. So I've got to check that out. Maybe I forgot to dispatch his route, but I thought I did it. So I've got to do that now. Oh, he's right. It's not dispatched. Sorry, bro, it's dispatched now. Okay. So he's good to go. So one of the things I check for every single morning when I do the routes is make sure they're all in order, but then I also check the column account balance. So because we charge after every service, so if somebody's card declined from between now and last service, they'll show a balance, and if there's a balance, we pause the service and we don't actually send a tech out that week. So everything looked good today. There wasn't a single overdue balance for mowing. We do have, yesterday when we processed payments, we did have quite a bit of declines. It's kind of weird. We go through, there are weeks where there's no declines, and there's other weeks where it's up high, you know what I mean? But usually everybody pays their bill, especially if we call them. We say, hey, we tried process. So all these cards, that declined. What's up? All these cards that declined, they will get a email automated. Hey Jacob, you got a second? I ordered this because it's high quality and I thought it was awesome. But I'm never gonna use it, dude. It's a camping knife.
I thought this was a side cutter at first.
It could be used for one,
Really
but
elaborate side cutter.
once I got it, I saw how awesome it was, and I realized we're never going to use it. So I thought, if you want it, I'll give it to you.
It's a beautiful knife. I don't think I'd have too much of a use for it either.
Really?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a couple others that I'm kind of tried and true to.
Nice.
It's weird about it.
No, I understand.
I appreciate that, though.
You bet, dude.
Where'd you pick it up from?
I got it online from Bespoke.
Oh, Bespoke Post?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shop.
Yeah, so I thought, I'll get it, and then I got it. It was really nice. It actually came with a bird collar, too.
Honestly, that'd be a really good emergency knife for the truck or a car. Because you got the shovel aspect, but you also got your that I've used too.
Yeah.
So that'd be a really nice little emergency thing.
Yeah, it's pretty. I like the serrated part.
It looks gnarly.
Yeah, it's handmade, but it's almost like designer camping stuff. It's like, I don't know. It'd be weird to use it because it'll get dirty.
Yeah, I'll have to bring in the little machete that I have too.
Okay. Well,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. This year, I'm going with Cycle CPA, and I feel like they're managing my finances a lot better than I've ever had done before. So they printed out a financial report for me, and anyway, we went through all the numbers and everything seemed great. So I asked Nick, my guy there, and I said, hey, quick question. You're a financial guy. You're looking at all my numbers. What do you see? What has arisen from all these numbers that you can see since you're a numbers person? I look at numbers and I just kind of I start getting a headache. You know what I'm saying? And he said, one of the things that stands out is you've spent, at the time, which this was probably a month ago, $50,000 in repairs in vehicles. And actually, I bring this up because somebody in the comments asked me to talk about the maintenance on all my trucks. It is a nightmare. Can be a nightmare. I actually need a full-time mechanic. I basically had a full-time mechanic up until this point, and right now I'm struggling. My guy's hurt. So he's out. So I'm kind of just, he's supposed to get back in the next week or two. So hopefully everything will get back to normal, but I've been having to drive my trucks to the shops like Big O Tires and, Point S's and places like that, which costs a lot more than having a mechanic at the shop. But anyway, he said, you're spending so much money. So he said, at this point, you spend over $50,000 this year so far on repairing all your trucks. He said, this might be one of those moments where you might want to consider buying new instead of, trying to upkeep all these trucks. Because I don't know a dime on any of my trucks, even my personal stuff, all paid off, because that's how I like it. I want to try and keep things costs low. If I can afford it, I buy them. And, I buy all used vehicles, at least for work. And so anyway, so it might make sense to buy new vehicles. So I went to Ford. Oh, where is it? There, it's over there. I went to Ford, got with the fleet manager. Everything sounds great. I handed in all my stuff, so I qualify. He just submitted my my fleet request yesterday. But as I'm I'm always busy. I'm trying to do stuff. You know what I mean? So I called I called the place that installs Boss plows, And I told them, hey, I may be getting new trucks. And I told them I may be getting the 22 F-150s. And they're like, you can't put the HTX/V plows on those trucks. I'm like, no, you got to be kidding me. No, all the Ford F-150s, the new ones, the 2022s or above, maybe even further back, only can do a straight blade. Now, don't ask me why, but I've been putting plows on my trucks for a while, and if they tell me that I can't put a V plow on a truck, I'm gonna believe them, because they're not gonna want to not sell me Boss plows. So anyway, so I went across the street now to Chevy. Hold on, there it is. Because I can put the V plows that I like, the lighter HTX, on those Chevys, the old ones and the new ones. So anyway, I'm sitting here. We're doing that. We're getting the fleet. I'm filling out some paperwork, and the salesman from Ford is having lunch with my new guy. That was a little awkward, but I think that let my new guy know that I'm serious. I want to hurry and get this done. This other guy's taking too long. And I feel bad because he's really cool and everything, but I want to get this done. And it takes a long time to get trucks. So the longer I wait, the longer it's going to be. I want to get all new. Well, I don't want all new. I'm going to get half my Mo trucks new. And all my sprinkler trucks new, and my own personal truck, I'm going to get that new. So that's kind of what I'm working with. Right now, they're going to submit my paperwork. Since they're having lunch with each other, he's going to give them all the paperwork that I filled out over there at Ford. So some good came out of that. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with now. I really like Chevys. Ford was my first choice. But I really like Chevys too. So either way, I'm not going to go wrong. But that's kind of what I'm dealing with, and kind of trying to get out of the way today. So having all these trucks, it's fun, it's exciting. You get a lot of work done, but it is work to keep them running. So that's something that I wasn't really prepared for until it's kind of something I have to deal with now. All right, guys. Hopefully you like these vlogs. Hopefully they help you out. I'll catch you on the next one. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Show me some love, guys. Subscribe. Also, if you're interested in doing Christmas lights, join the group that I'm a part of. I'll put the link in the description below, but it's Lights Out Wholesale Light Installer Group. Check it out. I post there every day, helping people out with hanging Christmas lights. All right, guys. Catch you later.